Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'm going to go through the different model train items that I have, or different railroad in general, not just models, but as you can probably tell from the previous videos, I am kind of into trains, which is nice because they make unique and interesting sounds that aren't too often uploaded to YouTube for ASMR purposes. But you've seen videos with both of these guys, as well as this metal tin. So I can give a little bit of story behind each of them. So both of these cars I recently picked up this summer. I went to a little train show in this popular town that has railroad days. I do live in the Midwest, so if anybody is into railroading, then you might know where that is at. But then this container here, which has been in a video as well, was a gift to me, and it's just a little container for, oh, I don't want to pull it and make too much sounds, but it has Fannie Mae, like the chocolate company, on the top, and it's a cool little Chicago picture of the L, and I'm originally from around Chicago, so that's a nice little blast to home. But moving on, I have some pictures that my dad had hanging around my room. So this one is an old New York Central locomotive for Nickel Plate Road. I really like the art style on it, and if you zoom in, you can see some of the information about the locomotive itself. Nice wooden frame with some glass paneling. And then next up is, oh, there's a glare. I don't know too much about the other locomotive, but this one is what was called the Challenger by Union Pacific. So it was a much larger locomotive. You can see it had two different drivetrains. Some of the information about it. But this is pretty much the second largest steam locomotive behind the Big Boy, which I do not have a picture of. I was trying to look for this artist drawing of the Big Boy, but I could not find one that he made, so I don't know if it's not out there or I just haven't looked hard enough. But moving on, I have another picture of the old New York Central kind of subway type. They had a special car called a dynamometer. With a test tube locomotive. So just kind of neat. Tells you a little bit about that. Moving on over here, back where I got those two model cars from the beginning of the video. I was out watching actual trains, not model ones, up on a bridge over a yard, taking pictures with my camera that I've made some videos with, the DSLR, and taking videos as well of some of the trains going by. And one of the workers on the railroad who was driving one of the locomotives, he saw me take a video of him and we waved to each other as he went under the bridge. But I was on the bridge for a while, so it happened to be shift change, so he was getting off of work, and he came up onto the bridge and drove past me and stopped and told me he appreciated getting his picture or video taken, and he tossed me this vest. So I now have an official railroader vest for BNSF, or Burlington Northern and Santa Fe. So I decided to hang it up and try to preserve it a bit. It was all bunched up when I got it in a little roll, and I tried to iron it out a bit and flatten it out. Well, I didn't iron it, but I tried to flatten it with some books and stuff like that, and it helped a little bit, but not too much. So that is mostly it. My Star Wars train is out front. That has been in a couple videos before. I just have a Bob Ross calendar as well. This is not train related, but that's all the train stuff I have in my apartment. Back home is where the layout is. That has been in some of my really old videos, which I plan to make another video with when I head home again in a few weeks. But yeah, if anybody knows where I can find a drawing of the Big Boy by Alvin F. Stauffer, please let me know. I would be very interested. Some of the prints I was finding of his work I could not find in these sizes either, because this is probably 36 inches. Okay, let's measure for sure. I have a nice tape measure here from another project I was working on. Including the frame, it is 37.5 inches long and 14.5 inches tall, but without the frame, it is about 34 inches long, the picture is, and 10.5 inches tall. So, but yeah, I won't tap on these too much since they've been in a previous video already, and there's only so much noise you can make when you don't have them hooked up and running around on a layout. I do like the glass tapping sounds though of this one, and the wood. These frames are nice. So I hope you have enjoyed this little show and tell of the trains in my apartment. And I hope to be making some more model train videos soon for you, because I think those are the favorites of mine that I like to make the most. So I hope you all enjoy them as well. And I will see you in the next video. I think you're gonna like it. I got a new desk, and I think when it moves, it makes good sound. So look forward to that.